I'm just full of love. So, I'm gonna bake.
Today we're gonna make some delicious cheesecake, so let's gather up the ingredients and get to baking. So we're gonna start with the crust. We need 15 graham crackers. You can crush them up in the food processor, or you can put them in a Ziploc and crush them with a can or whatever you have handy. Once that's done, add those crumbs to a bowl with a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. Now we need to melt us some butter and pour that over the graham cracker mixture. You need to add a little more butter depending on what kind of crackers you use, but you don't want it soggy, just wet enough so that it stays in a ball when you clump it in your hands. Now we add the crumbs to a springform pan and press down firmly to create our crust. I'm using the back of a measuring cup to press it down, but you can also use a glass. And once you have everything all nice and smooth and even, you can go ahead and pop that in the oven at 350 for about 12 minutes. So 12 minutes worked out perfectly for me, but you want to just keep your eye on it because you don't want to overcook because it's going back in the oven. Now she's done. She smells amazing and it has a beautiful brown tan. Oh, I want a tan. I want to be on somebody's island. Drop that oven temperature down to 325, and now it's time to work on the filling. We're going to add our cream cheese to the bowl and mix with a paddle attachment on low. Not a whisk. We don't want to put too much air. We don't want this fluffy. We want it thick and luscious. That reminds me of somebody. Oh yeah, me. We're going to add in the sugar very slowly. We want this to be mixed super well. We don't want any lumps or bumps in our cheesecake, so slow and steady. After that comes the salt. And then we're going to add in 5 eggs, one at a time, and mixing well in between. You just really want to take your time with this part of the process. You know, cheesecake is kind of like me. She a low high maintenance, but she worth it, okay? Now we're going to add some fresh lemon juice. So you want to just go ahead and firmly roll that lemon to release the juices. And then go ahead and add 1 tablespoon. Make sure you don't get no seeds in there. You won't be able to taste the lemon. It's just going to give it a little extra pop, a little something. After the lemon juice, we're going to add a cup of sour cream. This is just going to help to give us a little extra creaminess, a little tang, and just balance out that sweetness. And lastly, we're going to throw in some vanilla extract. So now it's time to prepare the pan for the water bath. This is a super important step. If any water gets into the bottom of that pan, your cheesecake will be ruined. So just take your time, do a good job, and pray that your cheesecake is as protected as Blue Ivy Carter. So I'm using 2 sheets of the heavy duty extra long aluminum foil, but you can also use a slow cooker liner. After your pan is safely swaddled, you can add your cream cheese mixture to the crust. So now it's time to add our cheesecake into the water bath. You can use a roasting pan, whatever you have that's big enough. I put a cookie sheet underneath to be able to maneuver it easily. The water bath is going to help to steam the cheesecake, help it cook evenly, and keep the top from cracking. If the idea of a water bath is too scurry, you can go ahead and put a cookie sheet of water on the rack below the cheesecake, and that should do the same job. Now we're going to let this cheesecake rock for about 2 hours. If you're wondering, my microwave would not let me put in 3 digits, so don't judge me, judge your mama. All right, do not open your oven for at least that first hour. You could deflate your cheesecake, so just mind your business, go read a book, it's going to be all right. When she's done baking, you want to turn the oven off and let her sit in there for about an hour, and then I put her on the counter to cool and then refrigerate it overnight. So now it's the next morning and it's time to top our cheesecake. I've got some fresh washed berries. I'm slicing them up and I'm going to just do it in a circular pattern, but you can top it however you would like. So just take your time slicing and layering your berries, because look how beautiful. I told you, high maintenance, but 100% worth it. And just to add a little glow to the cheesecake, I'm going to make a quick glaze out of strawberry preserves and lemon juice. Just add your preserves and some lemon juice or water to a pot, bring to a simmer, and then strain out the big chunks. You want to let it chill, and then drizzle over your cheesecake. Look how delicious. Ooh, she looks so good. And she was. This cheesecake came out amazingly. It was so good I had to share. I made some curbside delivery. Sorry if you didn't make the cut this time, but I got you next time, friend. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, leave me a comment, and I will see you next time. Bye.